Basically, it's a press launch of Live Theatre's spring season. And Jez, our literary manager, presented the attendees of the conference with a run-through of what's in the programme, and we met some of the people who were involved in making the theatre and the work that the audiences are going to come and see. I suppose what's different to this season, well, actually, is there that much different to this season? What we try and do at Live Theatre is present plays that are interesting for our audiences and are quite often based here or set here, but always contain quite strong universal issues that appeal to audiences not only here but outside the region. Even though this is a new play by a first-time writer who's having a first production, I recognised in the play things that really appeal to my sensibility and my sense of humour.
It's about a call centre, similar to lots of the call centres around Newcastle, and it's about a girl who joins a call centre and finds herself pregnant, and how her pregnancy sort of is affected by everybody else's views of what she should do or shouldn't do and who she should be in that job. And there's not a lead character, and so we see lots of different people's stories through that. But
also at Live, what we do with the season, as well as presenting new plays, we're very keen to provide platforms for anyone who's interested in the arts. So the Youth Theatre will be presenting a really interesting new play by a writer who's written for our main stage before, and there's a Lee Mattinson play, Donna Disco, which is on next week, actually.
Donna Disco is about a 14-year-old girl who has no friends. She's completely alienated by the other people at her school. And then the story kind of progresses into a story about sometimes when you think you're by yourself, there's somebody very close by that feels the same. And them being able to come together is the beauty of Donna Disco running it live from the 17th of January to the 21st, inclusive. Thank you. We were having a chat with Jez Casey, who is the
literary manager.
Literally the manager here. And, he said, what do you want to happen with Donna Disco now that you finished your sellout run at the Fringe? and London. Our London transfer. And I said it would be lovely if it could come full circle, because we started at Live. So it would be really lovely for us as a team to bring her home, so to speak. So that's why we're back at Live.
Well, this is the first time I've been given the chance to assistant direct something. I've always been involved with either acting or comedy through Live. So for me, I'm quite nervous about the whole thing.
I think for me, I'm more excited than nervous. Nervous doesn't really come into it. Yes, it's new, so it's sort of, you have it's a bit scary in some respects, but definitely more excited.
The Heights is a play about a group of people, well, young people who live in an estate called the Heights, which is like a council estate, and it's about a girl who can't go outside because she's photosensitivity, so she's stuck in a house all of the time, and it's kind of about the story she makes up about the Heights, seeing as she can't go outside, so she makes up stories.
I think Live, unlike many other education departments, we put our money where our mouth is, really. A third of the theatre's budget is spent on the work that we do here. Now that's unheard of, because usually other theatre companies will just say, oh, we'll just put a little bit in there, it's a bit of content stuff, that's great, that looks great. But actually a third of the budget is actually spent on the education work. So it's very, very sort of visible, it's very, very important to us, and we wouldn't want to exist without it, and it will be and always will be integral to what we do.
The literary department have really developed the play, and then that development is really important to what Live does and how it makes new plays, because there's a big difference between writing your first play and getting it to that very end stage. There's quite a huge gap between the first draft and getting there, which you can't do without the help of a good director and a good literary manager.
When we went up to Edinburgh, it was co-production with Live, so they were always there and always supportive, but the development that they're offering, it's a treat to come back I'm ignoring them.
We're all just sitting, swinging. It's like that.
Petulant children.
Yeah.
Bored.